reflection from the binary twin. You can see that pink and red sky, so evidential, no chemtrails. So again, around the world, they are seeing these skies, they're seeing the changes all the time. Here again, sundown, they have chemtrailed the sun 50-60 planes, and the red haze and the other reflections that are up there as well is just so evident now that they're cloaking these heavenly bodies. Nibiru and Helion are showing themselves now. We are seeing those shadows up in the skies with a binary twin. We're saying this all the time because it's there, it's all up there now, and we're seeing the evidence. Here another one on the Alaska cams. You can see where they've sprayed those skies and those natural clouds being burnt away, and that white haze up there in the skies as well. We are seeing different reflections all the time. It's all about the colours and reflections. We're seeing different colours all the time. And I'm getting other emails from other subscribers. A subscriber from Brighton in the UK sent me some fantastic images of the skies and those chems and another heavenly body behind it. So when I get back home from holiday on Friday, I will show this evidence to you on images as well. And I've got a fantastic image of the moon from Ron as well. He uses a Nikon 900 camera. You get absolutely amazing footage. Look at this Alaska cam. You can see this blue haze rising in the skies on the early morning sunrise from another object I believe to be the blue Kachina. You can see that red reflection on the horizon. It's so evident that there's two reflections here on the screen, and again they spray the chemtrails across those colours to try and stop people, humanity, from seeing the truth. And others are now waking up to this. You can see those reflections. It's so blatantly obvious now. And the dimness and darkness of the skies as well. They chemtrail every single night. When we're asleep, tucked away in our beds, they are spraying our skies, so we don't see any of these heavenly body reflections all the time. And also the moon is changing as well. We're seeing different colours with the moon. And it's being agitated by this whole situation with the Nibiru magnetic field. It's pushing and tugging on our celestial body, the Earth, all the time. Again, on this Alaska cam, you can see those lowered clouds are doing nothing to protect us. And that haze from the binary twin and all the trash that's being dragged through the system is coming in now on this huge ecliptic orbit. We've said this all the time. So advise, please, everybody to prepare for this. It's a very serious situation on our hands. Because when you look at the skies, please look at that sundown and sunrise. You will see that they are spraying so much in front of our celestial objects now. They spray the moon. The moon doesn't cause any radiation, doesn't cause a problem. It just sits up there and it's orbiting our Earth, and it's being chemtrailed all the time. It's a lot brighter at night time as well. So please keep an eye on the moon, because there's other evidence showing there's something travelling with it. There's something up there because they're chemtrailing to hide it. The sun is being seriously chemtrailed again this afternoon, and we're seeing this object here on another Alaska cam. Now, I zoomed in on the Alaska cam here. You could see the shadow and the brightness on the left-hand side where the sun's going to rise. But there's an object to the right-hand side, and you can see that glow. To the left a little on the middle of the screen, and there's chemtrails. There's a glow there coming up on the sunrise. This isn't the moon. This isn't any other celestial body that I know of. This is, I believe, part of the Nibiru system. You can see clearly, again, as I said, that reflection as the sun's rising to the left-hand side. At 6 a.m. in the morning in Alaska, people need to start looking up at the skies, because there's some fantastic people over there in Alaska and many other parts of the USA, Australia, many parts of the world. We're getting so many images and so many emails now, even Mexico and Far East countries. We're all seeing the same thing. Even the Russians are looking up in the skies now and noticing those changes. Here's another Alaska cam image. You can see again, before the sunrise, there's a glow, there's a red haze. You can see that from other heavenly bodies. They don't seem to be chemtrailing as heavily as they are in Mexico on the different cams, but you can see there is a cloaking device up there that's hiding things as well. And I believe now that HARP is playing up to 100% over here in the UK. Those clouds look very strange. In front of the sun, we're getting a pink and rainbow reflection. Just like when we get a solar eclipse with the moon, we get this rainbow effect clouding in the skies, proving that we've got these celestial bodies that are up there now. It's so great, though, that people are waking up to this. It really is. And we've just got to press on to show the information of what's going on up there in the skies. The top image, the moving image, shows you the sun is coming down on the horizon there. And this is images from the UK. And you can see those chems. And it's too dim. It's far too dark on the land here in the UK as well. It's been very dark. And here also on this Alaska image, you can see as the sun's rising to the right hand side, you've got that red reflection coming through from Nibiru. You can see this. And again, those natural clouds are doing nothing, and they move strangely towards the sun, but they don't protect us anymore. We are only being protected by those chemtrails, those military-run planes, as the government and the powers to be cover our skies until the very end. And it's so unfair, because again, they're down there, and they're making so much money out of our taxpayers' pockets now to build those underground cities all the time. They are throwing trillions of dollars to it now. And we need, again, to wake up to this whole scenario situation, because Nibiru and Hellion are real, and this huge planetal objects that are heading our way now, we're starting to see those reflections. It's only a matter of time until they won't be able to cover it anymore, and they're going to be large celestial objects up there in our skies. You can see on this cam as well, there's another Alaska cam, those strange chems, I believe to be HARP, that move forward slowly towards the sun, and you can see the moon as well on this image. It's far too bright and it's acting very strangely. The orbit of the moon is never the same anymore. It's always going up or to left, west and north. It's not the same. As the Earth is tilting and wobbling, we are getting so much huge of dangerous space weather as well up there in the skies. And I've said this before many a time as well, that the Earth's magnetic pull is being affected by these solar flares, and the sun is being affected by these heavenly bodies that are coming in. They are now in our inner solar system. The energy that's out there in space is erratic. The space trash that's being pulled through, the comets and asteroids, we could see this so evidently on the Soho cam. Here is a fantastic image brought in by Ron that I said earlier on. You can see the moon, and that is something wrong out there with the moon now. And it's just keeping an eye on the moon. We really all need to watch this, because we are seeing it chemtrailed heavily now all the time. So thank you, Ron, for bringing this in. And I will show more fantastic images when I get home and sort everything out. So please, again, take care and respect to you all. And thank you again for watching these videos, because we're just going to keep going and heading to see what's going on up there in the skies. Respect from Matt Rogers.